Hi, today I'm going to be sharing my daily highlight and contour routine. This is a really natural and easy way to give your face that defined and really chiseled look without going over the top and looking like you have this crazy mask on. So I always start off with some natural light, and I like to even out my skin tone with the Mercier Mineral Foundation. I use the color Real Sand, and it is just the perfect color for my skin tone. You really want something that isn't too light or too dark because you're going to apply that light and dark contrast with the following products. So you're going to want to get a foundation product that's 2 shades darker than your natural skin tone, maybe even 3 shades. I like to use this cream product, which is the Laura Mercier cream foundation, I guess, in the shade Sand. Another great powder product would be either something like this matte bronzer. It's Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I just took it out of the compact. But this would be ideal if it was even just a face powder that is for a darker skin tone than your own. Again, just a few shades darker. You can see that these are practically the same, just powder and cream form. So I already did this side of my face, and hopefully you can see the difference. I actually used my powder bronzer. There's no shimmer to it, which is pretty important at this point. You don't want to be applying shimmer too heavily on your face. I like to use an angled synthetic powder brush, and then I'll just dip it in and then kind of brush it along the hollows of my cheeks, around the perimeter of my face, down onto the jawbone a little bit. You could put some on your nose. I don't really like to call too much attention to my nose, but just right under those cheekbones is ideal. So you really need to find where your cheekbones are. It's just going to be right kind of from the corner of your eye outwards, that hard bone, right along almost the top parts of your cheek. And then you're going to apply your contour right into this soft spot, which will be, you know, if you do that fishy face, right here. But you're not going to want to go further than the center of your eye. You're going to want to keep your color to this part of your face. So I'm going to show you how I like to use the cream product. This is just a synthetic face brush I got on eBay, but Real Techniques make similar ones. Dab it into your cream product, get some on the brush, then you're just going to tap this right into that soft spot of your cheek. Don't go too far down onto that jawbone or too high up onto your cheekbone. So just dab it right in there. I'm gonna get a bit more product, put it in the what's this called, the temple of your forehead, and then up onto the perimeter right at your hairline. Then just naturally blend that color right back into your hairline. This is going to give you a bronzed effect too. Depending on what shade you get, you could get even a cooler toned, almost taupey brown. I think the most natural look is something a little bit more orangey, but make sure to get, that's what's good about getting a face powder or a foundation. It's not going to run too orange like a lot of bronzers do. It'll be in the safe range of brown to use for that highlight and contour. So then for my highlight, I love the Match Perfection Concealer from Rimmel. Another great option is the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. It comes with a little puff on the tip. They have a brightener shade, which is a light pink, similar to my MAC kind of brightener in this palette, the Studio Fix palette. I love using that under my eyes. Take a look for those. But this is nice because it has a bit of a shimmery finish, which is perfect for a highlight. I put it underneath my eye in a V shape, bring it up onto the cheekbone, under and over the brow bone a bit, and you're going to want to conceal and like around your nose, and then around your, your mouth, and then a little bit on your chin. I like to blend that out with a foundation brush. This is my Wet n Wild one. And this will add a little bit of coverage. I apply more to my under eye. You're going to want to blend it down the center of your nose a bit, and then really blend that out onto your brow bone. I don't apply any concealer before my highlight and contour since it's practically a bit more foundation and concealer that I'm applying anyways, so I like to just even out my skin, put my highlight and contour, and then I'll go in and even out any blemishes with the Studio Fix concealer that I like. So that is it for highlight and contour. You can use a little bit of a shimmery product too if you prefer. This is Wet n Wild's Reserve Your Cabana, just a very fluffy brush, and you can just lightly apply that onto your cheekbone. Then if you want a bit of contour in your eyelid, you can get that bronzer shade and just blend it right through the socket of your eye. So this is my completed highlight and contour routine. I think it's pretty simple. Just make sure to identify the contours of your own face before beginning. Get that natural light and a product that's just a few shades darker and lighter than your skin tone. Thank you for watching. Leave any comments or questions below, and I will see you all later. Bye.